All right, what's up, guys? There's this YouTuber. I've been subscribed to her for a little bit. Her name is Justine Lugo. I think that's how you pronounce her last name. If not, I apologize for butchering it. But I've seen a lot of her videos. Her videos are pretty entertaining. She does reaction videos also, and I seen this video and thought maybe I should like do a reaction to it and just overall give out advice to her if she ever sees this video, or just give out advice to people that do deal with anxiety. But I feel like, yeah, it's pretty common amongst a lot of people to deal with anxiety. I at times I think I may be dealing with that. I don't know. I know people, they are quick to be doctors and crap, and they want to to be like, oh, you need to be diagnosed, or I know you do this, and yeah, I'm like, look, regardless whether you have it or not, I want to do this video to overall give out advice to Justine and to anybody else, dealing with some stuff. But yeah, guys, make sure you go subscribe to Justine for more videos and stuff. And yeah, let's go ahead and get into this video.
What's up to whoever might be watching? My name's Justine. Today's video is not the video that I was planning on sitting down and filming tonight. So like 3 months ago on my channel, I gave you guys like a little mental health update on how I've been doing. Kind of want to like give another.
It's good to do that. It's good to let your, fans and audience know like what's really going on with you. I know I've done that at times. And fans like have reached out to me, and we've sat down, we've talked, and honestly it's like you don't really expect. It's like at the end of the day, I've always just expected just overall having like that content creating relationship with my fans, where it's like, okay, I entertain you guys, y'all laugh, come back tomorrow, same thing all over again. But to see fans like reach out to you and help you out in your dark times, it's honestly a pretty cool thing. So
Update. I feel like mental health is such a tough battle, and it's
yes,
such an
it
everyday
is.
battle that I don't know, I just feel like it's important to talk about for someone who
It is
struggles.
like that's why I do like my podcast. I'm like, I make sure I try to talk about my problems and things, so I can overall just I guess feel better. And then like I wouldn't necessarily call it like a cry for help, but it's like if people do reach out to me, it's like I am being public about this, and I'm not keeping it bottled in. That's one thing I feel like that will honestly like just take you out, is keeping that stuff bottled in. Do not keep your emotions, your anger, your sadness, none of that stuff bottled in. Like if you gotta talk to somebody, talk to somebody. But anyways,
With mental health as much as I do, I feel like I don't talk about it enough. I've always kind of wanted to stay away from making these types of videos just because I didn't want to be like, I don't want certain things to define me. I don't know, I just want to like sit down and talk to you guys. I've said in my last video that I wanted to start making more personal videos and really being able to connect with you guys more. I
honestly, it's
really
good.
started my
It's
YouTube channel
refreshing.
because at the end of the day, I want to help people. Being there for
Same,
someone or
same.
making someone happy or like anything that I can do for other people is really what makes me feel good as a person. So if you want to sit and hang out with me and chat a little bit about mental health, then just keep on watching. The reason that I'm even making this video right now is that I have been trying to film for like a few hours now, but I have just been so anxious all day and it's really frustrating. All I want to do is like sit down and film a video and have a good
Yep.
time. This happens to me a lot where I get all ready, I pick a video idea, I
And
try
you
to
don't do
film,
it.
but I just like sit down and I can't, like I'm just too anxious and I don't know what to say. And
I deal with this. She ain't even the only one. I deal with this all the time. I honestly, if I could just, tell you guys real quick, the amount of videos that y'all would have seen sooner, yeah, it's a lot. It's honestly it's a lot, and I that's something I'm still trying to figure out myself. Why do I do that? And man, yeah, maybe it is anxiety, but at the end of the day, like I still try to like get it like done and out the way and stuff, because I know it's videos that you guys like, and so that's why I'm like, okay, I got like lately I have been pushing myself, like I'll stop off at like 4 or 5 videos. I'm like, no, let me record more. Let me record more. Like I keep doing that until it's like I just reach a point in time where I'm like, okay, it's honestly it's too late. I should have did this earlier on in the day, or I'm tired and I need to go get me some rest and stuff. But yeah, I think it's probably like that with a lot of content creators, where it's like I wouldn't really say that you've lost that motivation to upload or to record or anything, but it's just it's like a wall that you just like every time where you get so riled up. Like the amount of times I've been like outside exercising and I'm thinking of like all these video ideas and stuff, and it's like there's videos that should have came out like last year that I'm just now working on, or well maybe okay maybe not that far back, but like it's been some time that I should have like worked on the video and stuff, and I just keep pushing it away for some reason. But it's a thing though. Like the best advice I can give you on that is like to really just keep pushing yourself. Like your mind is telling you like stop right now, but it's like the soul and just like the love I guess that you have like for YouTube, like that's what really needs to push you, because I feel like it's I wouldn't necessarily call it like an overthinking factor, but I do feel like that it's just like there's something that's like in your brain that's just really blocking you from this. But
I also
anyways,
just like don't feel good. And there's been so many times where because of anxiety, I have just not filmed anything or just stopped everything I was doing and just let it ruin my night. I almost let it ruin my night again tonight, but I just figured like no, I don't want it to. I want to film a video. I want to post a video. And I'm sick of letting anxiety
yep, get the
win.
best of you. Yeah.
Instead of coming up here and putting a fake smile on my face and just trying to fight through it, I figured I would just sit down and tell you guys what I'm going through and what I've been going through.
And I can like say right now that it's honestly it's one of the best feelings. It's like when you like, cause my thing is this is what I had to say I've been like struggling with past like year. I've had things that like just linger in my head and really like stops me from recording, because it's like okay, that's I'm not thinking about like the video, I'm not thinking about entertainment, like I'm thinking about my own problems. And so and I struggle with that a lot, and it's like there's been so many days where I'm like, man, like why can't I just like please just record some videos? And it's like at times I honestly felt like I was losing myself, and I'm like, man, what is going on? And but yeah, this year I was like, I didn't really like tell myself this year, I was just like, nah, like I'm not even gonna have that conversation, I'm just gonna go and just do it. I'm just gonna start recording videos. And I'm pretty sure everybody remembers I was getting the strikes and stuff, like that really like took away a lot of that motivation and stuff. But I know that last time around when I got this strike, I was like, nah, I'm not gonna let no strikes, no beefs, no drama, no hate, none of that like take over, whatever, like I'm just, or whatever it is that's like going on with me and stuff. And it's like even with like personal life problems, I'm not gonna let it get the best of me. I'm gonna push all that stuff aside. And I know at the like day one of signing up for YouTube, it was all about entertaining people. So it's like that's why I have to like that's how I have to view it. And I think yeah, that last time around, I recorded like 40 videos when I and more when I had that strike. So
I just don't want to feel like I have to hide it anymore. And I know I don't hide like my mental health issues. Like I've been open about them before, but I don't really talk about like how often they affect my everyday life.
yes.
I am doing a little bit better than I have been like this past month or two. I wanted to wait until I've been doing better to talk about this because I don't want to get in front of a camera and like cry, even though it's totally okay to cry.
Yeah.
But personally, I just feel like there's a time and place for that. If I need to cry, I'm gonna do that like on my own or with my family, but I just don't want to sit in front of a camera and cry and like put that on YouTube. Obviously, there's nothing wrong with people doing that. If that makes you feel better, then that's totally fine. But I just personally don't want to come on my YouTube channel and cry
Yeah.
because I just don't want you guys to see me like that.
I did that one time and I took that video down. I was like, it was last year. I think everybody really knows about the personal issues I was like dealing with last year. I was dealing with a lot, and man, I'm telling you, I broke down. I had like the first like breakdown I had in like years, and it's one of those things where it's like, it's okay, excuse me, that it happened, because I feel like that it has like strengthened me for like future issues, that I know I'm going to face. Like, I'm at this point now, I'm always like preparing myself for like what's coming towards me and stuff, because like, and I honestly, I feel like now, like, I'm just really like numb at a lot of things, and just overall, like, okay, I really need to focus on myself, focus on my mental health, focus on my career. If my personal life, if it's gonna be like just at an all-time low, or if my career life is gonna be at an all-time low, it's like, I honestly, I gotta see like the happiness out of it, and know that it's like, okay, there's somebody that watches my videos, and they're like, hey, you've helped me with depression or anxiety, or whatever they're dealing with, and I'm like, that type of stuff. I feel like hearing more of that, and then have doing more videos like this, and then seeing the comments, because I'm pretty sure people are writing in comments to her and letting her know, like, hey, like, you're appreciated, you're wanted, you've done a lot, for you entertain a lot of people. And it's like gotten to the point where it's like, what, how many subscribers? You've gotten 16,000 subscribers in just in the span of however long you've been doing videos. It's because you've helped out people. You probably helped out people with depression, anxiety, like, just all different types of struggles that a person can face. So,
But I have been struggling a lot lately with anxiety. And I think I told you guys in my last video that I got off of my medication. So I was off of it for like 6 months or so, but now I'm back on anxiety medication because I have been struggling a lot. I've been on it again now for about a month. I feel like it has been helping me a little bit more. Also, just like surrounding myself with my friends and family, and then just being completely open with them and telling them that I've been struggling a lot.
yeah.
Anxiety is truly
I
such a
did,
beast.
yeah, it was like I did that last year. It's just overall like talking with people about my problems, and it was stuff that I just, it was things I need to hear that overall, just made me into a much more. I felt like if I didn't have like friends or nobody to really like go to about like all the issues that I was having, and it was like, I honestly don't know where I would have been at right now in life. I probably still would have just been probably laid out in my bed, still crying my eyes out, being sad and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, it's things like that where I'm like, nobody deserves that. Really don't care, like, what you've done or what you're going through. It's like nobody deserves that. So it's like you always deserve like some sort of, friend, family, whoever, to, be there for you and honestly, help you out with some things. But
It
anyways,
is one of the hardest things that I've had to deal with in my life. If you have anxiety, you know how hard it is and how much it can impact your everyday life. And I feel like for some time now, I have been letting it affect me too much. And I don't want to say letting because it's not like you can fully control it,
yeah,
but I
it
have
happens. It just shows up, and you just like, dang, can I just at least like, can I just have like a moment real quick?
let anxiety win too many days, and I don't want to do that anymore. To be completely honest with you guys, I feel like a month or two ago I was like really at like rock bottom. I was really scared, and like I didn't know what to do, where to turn. Like I was genuinely like getting concerned because my mental health was just very, very bad. I don't want to come on here and focus on the negative, and I'm trying not to do that. I'm trying not to do that in all aspects of my life, to no longer focus on the negative. Life is what it is, and I don't fully understand it. I don't think I ever will. But I feel like you have a choice every day to be happy. And when I say that, trust me, I know that a lot of times it doesn't feel like a choice. Um, and I'm kind of I'm kind of saying that, and I don't fully believe it all the way. I'm going to be honest with you, but I do feel like you're
Yeah, it's like you'll say things, and it's just like, dang, can I believe that? And it's not, it's, I'm saying like doing this video is just more so to just give out advice and things, but I didn't realize it's gonna be such like a relatable video. I feel like with like stuff like anytime when I see a video of somebody, they dealing with some stuff or going through some problems, or it's like even if it's a post that a friend has made, I don't care if it's a tweet and they're just saying my life sucks, like I still like whatever it is, I try to give out the best advice and things, but it's like honestly, I feel like I'm just watching a video of myself talking or something. Like that's what it honestly feels
Our
like.
mindset and especially your words are very powerful. And I feel like a lot of times with mental health, I feel like you kind of have to fake it till you make it. And I feel like maybe you have to pretend to be happy until you forget that you're pretending. And then maybe you are happy. I feel like I finally realized that the only good thing about hitting rock bottom is that
To
there's
come
nowhere
up.
to go but up. I am no expert at all, but I'm just going to tell you guys.
So like last year, honestly, last year, if I could really just get in depth with last year, it was like right when the pandemic had started, and I think I've talked on it before, but it to just overall give you guys like a short little summarized version. I did, yeah, I've reached to a rock bottom point, and it was. It's like even thinking back on it and stuff, it's like it's just dang, it's to see myself in that position, like I'm honestly like I feel like I'm feeling like sad about it and stuff like for myself that to ever go through that where it's like I'm laying in bed, not doing anything, not eating, like honestly like slowly like my health was just deteriorating. I think I did make a post about this on Instagram, but it was like yeah, it was just dealing with the worst of the worst, like, and I just didn't have the motivation to even do that fake it till you make it maneuver, or whatever you want to call it and things. But I couldn't even do that, and I was like, I didn't want to do no videos. I was trying to do podcast episodes, and it was a lot that was on my mind at the time, and yeah, it was torture. It honestly it was, but the thing was, it's like I was, like what she was saying, like I was saying, it's like, talking with friends and just overall just talking with anybody is, helpful because it's like they'll give you advice. It's like, you guys see it as this. It's like the problems that you're facing, you ain't the only one facing these problems. There's somebody watching my video, watching her video, and they're dealing with the same problems at their home, and they're probably a person older than us or a person younger than us, and that's honestly like the best thing is to just to hear somebody else's like input on it and then know how they got through it, and it's like that's just your way of like you're kind of just helping out people by doing a video like this, or overall just talking about it and stuff. So that's why I always say like, hey, if you're dealing with some stuff, I don't care if you need to make a diary, a freaking video, whatever it is that you need to make, make it so you can get that stuff out of your system and then just focus on your bigger pictures in life. Because that, yeah, it's like whatever you going through, it's like a lot of people are going through it. I'm not saying that oh, it's like your problems is like the one amongst many. It's like, no, any problem is like, whether it's small, big, it's going to be a problem. There ain't no ways around it and things. Well, I mean, there is a way around your problem, and that's overall solving it and things. It's just it's like math. Like math, question is gonna have an answer. There ain't gonna be no problem in this world and it doesn't have an answer and stuff. So, but anyways,
What I have been doing to try to help myself. Like I said, I am on medication for anxiety and depression. Totally not for everybody. If you want to be on medication, that is completely up to you. I'm just being transparent that I am on medication. Number two is definitely, I would say, your friends and your family.
talk
I
with them.
would not be here without my friends and family, and they pick me up so much when I'm down. And I have a tendency to try to isolate myself
Yup.
when I'm anxious and depressed, and I try to suffer alone, and it's definitely not good to do that. I feel like being around them just helps me forget. Another thing that I do is I fake it. If I wake up in the morning and I feel like shit and my chest is tight and I'm nauseous and I'm anxious and I don't even feel like getting up, not gonna lie, I'm probably gonna sit there for like 20, 30 minutes. But then I'm gonna tell myself that I am going to have a good day
Yup.
and I'm going to get up and I'm going to wash my face, I'm going to brush my teeth, I'm going to eat breakfast, I'm going to put a smile on my face, I'm going to text my friends, I'm going to text my mom, I'm going to say, "Good morning, I hope you have a great day, I love you so much." I am going to do what a normal person should do in the morning who is happy.
That's just live
And
life.
even if it is so hard and I am lying to myself that it is a good morning, I'm going to do it because it's easy to wallow in your sorrows. It is easy to be negative. It is easy to be down. It is
That's and this that's the so that's just the messed up thing about it. It's like how happiness, it just honestly, it's like happiness seems like a small, like little song, and then anxiety, depression, anger, frustration, all of that. It's like a freaking Avengers movie. It's like it's the longest like process ever, and it's crazy how you can be happy and then your mood just changes. But it's like when you're angry, it's like it's a process, bro. And it's so crazy how it's like that in things. And I'm like, man, I wish it was the other way around, but no, honestly, what she just says, like that's something that I've been doing. It's like some of the most realest stuff that you can honestly hear, where you gotta you gotta just wake up. You gotta go whatever obstacles and things that you're dealing with. You gotta go straight through that and live your life. Don't think for a second where it's like, oh, it's okay to just lay in bed all day, watch TV, scroll through social media, like see other people living that life that you deserve. Like, you guys see it as that you deserve that. Everybody, my thing is this: everybody deserves a happy life, whether it's a small happy life or whether you're living some fancy happy life, or you got the house that you want, the car that you want, the money, the clothes, the shoes, the family, whatever it is that you want. You guys set the bar high for yourself. You can't like just set it low, and then it's like that's where you're gonna be at and stuff. So it's like you guys set the bar high for yourself and just keep working, and keep working and working until you get to that point in your life where you're like, I'm happy. Like you feel true, like the truest form of happiness.
easy to feel sorry for yourself, but I'm strong and I'm not going to do that. And I am going to fight for my happiness. So if I have to get up and I got to tell myself that it's a
I
good
was
day
just
and
saying this not
got
too
to
long ago.
do whatever, I'm going to do that because to me, sitting and just wasting my time and just being sad is not worth it. And
Not
I
at
don't want
all.
to spend my time like that. Being strong is hard. I am not going to sit here and tell you guys that being strong and faking it is easy because it's not at all. And even though I'm like saying this and I'm putting that out there, trust me, it is hard. And I have days where that I don't even listen to my own advice. So
Yep.
trust me, I know that it's hard. I refuse to give up. I think I'm honestly like just saying this to myself because this is what I need to hear. Because if I don't sit in this camera and be strong, then I'm gonna sit on my couch and cry, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm kind of like having a therapy session with myself, but let me just tell you guys three things that I wanted to share with you guys that I've been doing that it's not like any miracle worker or anything, but I feel like it has been helping me. I am using CBD oil. So what I do is I put the oil under my tongue. You can do it like 3 times a day, and it's just supposed to like calm you, like settle your
Huh.
stomach. One thing that I struggle with is like whenever I'm anxious, I can't really eat because my stomach's like
Mm.
all in knots and I'm like feel gross. So to me, taking this helps me just like
It's like with me, I'm like, I'll feel full, and I'm like, bro, what did I eat this morning? Freaking air. Like, that's what I'm full off of, air. It's like 4 in the afternoon. I'm like, bro, I should be eating right now. I should be having me like some pizza or some freaking popcorn chicken or something. Like, dang, I might just go out and just see. That's I'm like, you gotta just keep doing things to where it's like, overall, my thing is this: don't overwhelm yourself. Like, set just a goal for yourself, and overall, like, just like work towards that goal, but just keep yourself busy and things. And if you notice that you're in the case, yeah, I was like I said, like last year, I wasn't really. I remember it was in the beginning of the pandemic. I wasn't really eating at all. Like I think it was like for a good like 2 weeks. I was not eating the way I should have been eating, and I think I was losing. I did lose some weight. I definitely did lose weight. I was like around this like weight class I was when I was in high school, and I was like, and I was in high school, and I was in 2014 and stuff. So it's like here it is years later, and I'm like, yeah, I shouldn't be at this weight. So I was like, okay, I gotta start working out, getting back into the loop with YouTube, start eating right. Overall, like all of these things I'm dealing with, it's like fix it. Don't put it off to the side, because then it's just gonna build up, and it's just gonna be this crazy like nuke of an explosion and stuff when you are really dealing with some stuff. But it's like deal with it, face it, and move on. So that's why I'm like, just to overall tell people, it's like dealing with some stuff. Watch Justine's video, watch anybody's video, and overall just live that like the life that you deserve.
Eat. It helps me just kind of like relax a little more. My first time using CBD. This is my first bottle, so I plan on like trying more out and kind of getting more familiar with them. If you're gonna get CBD, I would just like suggest doing your research and seeing like what is going to work best for you. Another thing I use this lavender. This is just a little like roll-on ball. So what you do is like you just roll it on wherever you want. So I usually put it like on my wrists and on my neck or whatever. It's just one of those essential oils that's supposed to like calm you down and relax you. So I use that. Pretty much use it like almost every day now, because it's just like smelling it just like calms me down, and it just makes me feel a little bit more grounded. The last thing that I use, not as much, like definitely not on a daily basis at all, just like I only use this when it's really bad. This is mentholatum chest rub. The only time I use this is when I am like having a panic attack. I'm not really sure if you're even supposed to use it for this. It's like a rub. It says it soothes and comforts. You're supposed to use this for like if you have like muscle pain or anything, but like if my chest is tight, I'll like rub it on my chest. Honestly, my grandpa used to always have this, so I feel like whenever I smell this, it kind of reminds me of him. So like maybe that's why it helps me, but I feel like it honestly does like help my chest.
Like, with me, it's like it's hugs. Like that was like one of the things I remember with my grandfather is just overall just every time I seen him, always give him a hug. I remember the last time I seen him, and I was like I gave him a hug. And so I think like hugs, like if you could find somebody that you could just hug, like I feel like that's like what it is with me and stuff, where it's like you just get a good hug, it relaxes you. Like it honestly, it relaxes me. I'm like you just have like just a good like brother to brother, brother to sister, sister to sister, whoever. And it's like you just get like you just embrace. It's it's like so many different things in this world that can really help you out.
Just like feel a little less like tight, and it just helps me like breathe a little bit better. And it smells really good, by the way. I am no pro, so I'm not out here like straight up recommending things to you guys. Like definitely go do your research, but this is just what I use. I don't know. I just have like felt the need to like talk more and just be more open. And if I have this burden anxiety that affects me every single day, and if I was given this, there has to be a reason, then I want to help other people that have to go through this as well. And even if just like talking to you guys and sharing can somehow make someone else feel better, then it will make this worth it. Anxiety is a burden, but having anxiety doesn't make you a burden. I just want to remind you guys that you're not alone, you're not a burden, you're not crazy, and it's okay to need help. It's okay to seek help. You should always seek help.
That's the one thing I feel like that's like the worst thing that you can think about yourself, is that you're in the wrong for feeling the way that you're feeling. You're not crazy for feeling the way that you're feeling. It's like nobody, it's like you're dealing with some stuff. You're dealing with some stuff. There's other people dealing with far more worse things, for less, things that's not even all that bad. And regardless, it's like you're not crazy for dealing with stuff and then handling it the way that you're handling it. If you cry, get mad, angry, and you having all these like issues with yourself, that's how you handle it. It's like my thing is like for for somebody to look you in your face and be like, you shouldn't be handling stuff like that. I'm like, okay, will you deal with something that breaks you down to your core, and then you see at the end of the day whether you're gonna be acting the same way that you're acting today. If so, then you're just a stronger person than I am. But if not, then it's like you can't just look at the person and just be like, oh, you're supposed to handle things this way. No, my thing is this: however you gotta handle things. If you gotta cry, go to a punching bag and let off some rounds. If you got to listen to music, if you gotta play video games, watch movies, go out for walks, extra, whatever you gotta do to just overall like relax yourself, or just however you handle your issues, it's like, do what you need to do, all right? But as long as they don't land you in jail or in prison, do some legal stuff, all right? But yeah, it's like, just do something that's gonna like, it keeps you there, have you be able to eat, doesn't have your chest all tightened up and things. Like, you gotta do what she's doing to do what anybody else is doing, just do it. But anyways,
It's okay if you have to take medication, or it's okay if you have to go to therapy, or it's okay if you have to tell yourself you're okay when you're not okay. If you haven't heard it today already, I want to tell you I love you, and you will get through anything that you are going through. We are going to be okay. We are going to get through this. We are strong. We are healthy.
always,
We're
always.
happy. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one.
Yeah, I was like, I was expecting to come to this video and it's just like to just more so give out advice, but yeah, I didn't realize it was gonna be a 30-minute video. I knew this video was gonna be long, but yeah, I was like, no, I had to, overall just say things and, just let people know. It's like, hey, it's like to confirm it. It's like ain't nobody alone in situations like this where it's like you're dealing with anxiety or any other issues and stuff. It's like stuff that people deal with. So it's like the best way to like to deal with it is to deal with it and deal with it the way that you feel like dealing with it and stuff. So if going to the beach and bringing like a pound of rocks and just throwing it out in the water, if that soothes you, do that. If going to the park and going on a swing set soothes you, do that. If coming home and playing video games and getting mad and taking a controller and throwing it, if that somehow relaxes you, I don't know how raging at a video game can relax you, but if that relaxes you, please record yourself and send it to me because I love people that rage in video games. But jokes aside, like, nah, like, do whatever it takes to just really find your happiness and stuff. But anyways, yeah, this was a good video. It was good to hear this. Shout out to Justine Lugo. Make sure if you guys haven't, definitely go subscribe to her. Go show her love, support everywhere, anywhere that you can. Like, I don't even care for like people liking and subscribing to me. Like, no, go show Justine some love. But anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.